I have been doing a few custom videos recently. I had a backlog of ones to get through, but one of them specifically inspired me to make this next video. I had a request from someone. I don't know if they want to be named or not, but I had a request from somebody who asked me to do a little bit of sketching recently, and I've done some of those in the past, and I thought it would be fun to just play around a little bit, do some sketching, and for them as well, I also had some watercolor. So I thought we'd play around with that and give ourselves a little tingle. I am by no means an artist, but I am learning how to watercolor just because I think that it's beautiful and I appreciate it. But I would love to take a formal class. Same with sketching. I really enjoy the feeling and the sound. I don't know that I'm very good at it. Nothing ever quite looks like I feel like it should. So if you are an artist or you are great at sketching or watercolor, let me know your suggestions. Is there an online class I should look at? Is there somebody who's really renowned for this? I looked into some classes online on my own, and there are absolutely some very helpful ones that I've found, but none of the techniques that I've seen have really helped me much at this point. I can draw croissants really well. I know, it's kind of an unusual thing to draw, but I love food, so maybe that's why it sticks out to me. And I especially love carbs, so Mm. Are you comfortable? Good. Hmm. Yeah. I've had people ask on here if I will ever reveal what it is that I'm sketching. And the answer is likely not, because it's not very good. And I guess I just don't feel very confident sharing what's on here. Keep a little bit of mystery for you. It's a little bit more fun that way anyway, right? I think this is good. So, now that we have the sketching done, let's choose some color. I have this whole palette, and for those of you that are excellent at watercolor, you'll recognize that this is not the top-notch quality, but she gets the job done. And for the minimal usage it gets from me, I think it's about right. And I'm going to be using just a water pen. I picked this up when I did the sketch crawl. My last job, it just gives me water on demand, which is kind of nice. So, we're free to play as much as we want to. Any color. Right now I'm kind of dipping into the deep indigo blue. I would say that of all the colors, I do tend to be drawn more towards earth tones, but anything that is to do with nature, more broadly speaking, so greens and blues, is what I am typically attracted to. And if you were to see my house, that makes a lot of sense. They just, greens especially, make me feel comfortable and cozy. I know that greens are very trendy right now. One specific shade of green. And we don't really have shades of green like that in our house. We have, I would say they're really deep greens actually, because I've got kind of an emerald color in my son's room. And then we have various shades of sage, which I think is always wonderful, but my son's room is probably my favorite with the deep shade because it's a blue-green, of course. So it's kind of like emerald, but not as loud, not as bold as emerald. It's a little bit more comfortable than that, I would say. Speaking of, we're starting to get into the greens now. We're just going to add these comfortable accents to the sketch. You don't mind, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's perfect. What I love about these water pens, they're not the most precise. But when you're very novice like myself, I think that's almost preferred. I can hide my mistakes a little bit better. What do you think? Let's see. Where do we go? Let's go for something warmer now. Let's go for something biscuit colored. I told you I like to do food. And being in the US, of course, a biscuit is not the same as a cookie. So it's a very kind of beige color, but slightly more toasted, a little bit more golden. Mm-hmm. Apologies, my hair keeps getting in my face. I think now we're going to dip into some burnt sienna. Ooh. That is delightful. I like that one. There's not as much that calls for this color, which makes it that much better in my opinion. A little bit more unique. Okay. I like this. I think this turned out really, really well. And thank you for sitting here while I just spend a little bit of quiet time with myself and with you. No pressure, no obligations. It's good to have a little bit of time like this here and there. And thank you to those of you who have been here with me. Thank you to everyone who has recently joined. I feel really fortunate to have each one of you here spending quiet time with me. I'm really grateful for